What's up, YouTube? Ron GHable here doing his weekly video. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about what happens in school. Alright, so first thing, you wake up in the morning. You know, some people live close, some people live far. Far people sucks for them because, you know, they already start off their day, like, on the low point. It's like, not at your total low, but like, it's like, right, like, say this is the lowest, it's like, right here, you know? Okay, so, it kind of sucks already. Then, okay, you wake up, you're like, oh my god, it's school, especially on like a Monday or Friday, you're like, it's almost over, or like, yeah, it just started, how am I gonna do this? You're like, oh god. Okay, so anyways, didn't go to school, you drive to school, your mom is like, do you have everything? Oh, she tries to make you laugh, tries to get you excited, you're like, no, I can't do this. Please drive me back. Okay, then once you get to school, you say hey to all your friends, like, half-heartedly, like, and then they're like, okay, well, they kind of take it offensively, but you don't really care. Then you go to your locker, and at your locker, basically, you're in the beginning. You know your code. You know your code, but you do it totally wrong. Like, say your code is 31242, so you do like 10, 16, 45. Then you do it, you're like, you do that for like 4 times and you don't even know. Then you look up, you're like, what's wrong with my locker? You look up, you're at the wrong locker as it is, you're like, what is wrong with my life? Oh my god, you can't even express your feelings right there. So you go to the next locker, do your stuff for your locker, you go to first period. Your first period is basically the second worst period of the day. Due to the fact that you're sitting in there like this, you know, you're all slouching, teacher's all grumpy, but he's like trying to, I don't know. Teacher's like, okay guys, so what is the square sorry guys. What is the square root of 24? You're like, what? You're trying to make us learn this? Like, okay. No way. Other people can do it. And you're looking around the class like, no one's got it. Oh my god, I should raise my hand. Then right as you like lift your hand up, he's like, oh no. The guy raises his hand like big and tall. You're like, and the teacher purposely calls on you like, okay, so go. Okay, well, what do you have? It's like, I don't know, I was just stretching. He's like, so tell the answer anyways. You probably know it because you know, blah, blah, blah. You're like, oh, God, okay. So then once first period is over, basically you just slept the whole time or you didn't remember anything. And then the next day, you pay for it because you didn't remember anything from the last class. And first period is normally like where you learn a bunch of whole stuff. Second period you go. Second period gets a little bit better. You're not as sleepy. And teacher's nicer. Normally. Okay, second period goes by pretty quickly. Third period is really the busting moment because, you know, third period is like the half of the day, kind of. Lunch is, but third period. The third period is like, oh my god, I'm so hungry. So normally some schools have snack during third period, but our school doesn't. So I normally just ask to go to the bathroom, and I go to my locker, and I take like my whole lunchbox and like stuff it in my mouth. I'm like, ooh, that's nice. And I go back 20 minutes later, I'm like, god, I'm so hungry. I don't have any lunch left. This is not good. Okay, the third period goes by. Fourth and fifth. No, fourth and fifth just go by like fifth. When there's like 30 minutes left of fifth, you're like, come on. You look at the clock like for 40 seconds. Every 1 minute of sleep is equal to every 1 second of class time. Okay, lunch comes, you know, yes, lunch, finally, and then you open the lunchbox, oh god, there's nothing in here. Then you beg your friends for food, and they eventually give you because you're so annoying. And then, you know, it sucks because lunch is actually a whole day. Sorry, not a whole day, I'm sick, I'm sorry. Lunch is actually, like, the same amount of time as any class, so it kind of sucks because lunch, the teacher, after, like, 5 minutes, it feels like, you're not even done with whatever you're eating. Like, you're not even halfway through. You're like, what? And they're like, the teacher's like, come on, let's go. Then you're like, oh my god, this school sucks. I need to get out. Then sixth period comes and goes, you know. Seventh period, like, if seventh period is last class, eighth, I don't know. But your last class of the day. My last class is seventh period. So last class, seventh period, you're like, oh my god. And obviously, because I'm luckiest person in the world, I have my hardest teacher in seventh period, and it sucks. Because he makes us do all this work that we're not even capable of doing of A. B, he makes us, like, work as hard as we possibly can. We're like, it's end of the day, like, it's 3:35, we end, 3:20, he's like, alright guys, test. What? Test? No! This isn't okay. And then you're like, okay, once your test, you probably got a 50 because you didn't try, because you're looking at the clock. You're like, oh my god, 3:32, 3:32. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Just writing it down. Okay, then you finally get out of school. Then, sometimes when what I do is, everything has to be perfect for this great moment that I'm finally going out of school. So, like, I push in my chair after class. So, what a joke. Who pushes in the chair? Push my chair, I, like, get all my stuff in my locker. I close my locker instead of, like, slamming it and running. I walk down the halls. I say bye to every teacher. I'm like, finally, the great moment. Now, I wait in the carpool line. Most kids take the bus, but I wait in the carpool line. And it takes my mom. It takes whoever's picking me up. I swear to God, 45 minutes to pick me 45 minutes to pick me up. I'm like, oh God, come on, Mom, please. Will you please just, like, pick me up on a normal time? Because you do realize that I'm waiting to go home. Okay, so once you get home, you're like, oh, thank God. And that is my video for today, YouTube. I love you. If you like this video, hit the like, subscribe button. If you have any questions, you can post it on my channel. Email me, whatever. Alright. So, peace, YouTube.